Hey everybody! So I wanted to share with you my eyebrow routine today. So these are not done, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in and I'll just chit chat with you as I do them. So first I'm just going to brush through them because I just did my foundation and they're all out of place. I did not always do my eyebrows. It was one of the last things that I got into, actually. I am using an angled liner brush and medium ash from Silk Naturals brow cream. This is from Hynt Beauty, this brush. So I'm just gonna get it on the brush and fill in my brows. What I do is just kind of gently make little strokes to fill them in and kind of thicken them up. If there's any areas like gaps or anything, I make sure to get that. So as I do this, I'm going to go ahead and chat with you guys for a minute here about brows. So I did pretty much all makeup-y things, including like false eyelashes, before I got into brows. And I try to blend this out so that it's, you know, I don't want to have any sharp lines, or I don't want this to be noticeable. So I kind of like make little streaks and try to go over it to kind of smudge it out further. So that's what you see me doing here. But then I kind of figured, you know, I should probably consider doing something with my brows. I mean, I was happy with them. There wasn't really anything I needed to fill in. Like, I didn't have a scar or anything like that I would, you know, need to worry about filling in. Not that you have to fill in scars, but you know what I mean? I just didn't really know what I would do with my eyebrows. But then I decided, you know, I really should do it because, you know, I feel like I want to know all areas of makeup, you know, or at least have tried all areas of makeup. So I got myself the Anesthesia Pencil, I think, and I didn't really like that. I know that's like a cult favorite, but for some reason, maybe mine was like a little dried up. I just had a hard time with it because it was really, really hard. And I had a hard time with it actually drawing a line. So I'm almost done with this brow here. Here we go. Undone, done. Bam. Makes such a huge difference. I just love the difference that it makes. I'm going to brush through a little bit just to kind of further blend it. There we go. I'm going to do my other brow now. So then I got the Silk Naturals brow cream, which is what you see here. This is a sample. I have the full size of the blonde one, which is the one I used to use, but I think this actually works better for me. I have a really weird situation here. I have like literally a gigantic gap. So I do my best to kind of darken it up without making it look super obvious. I basically, the hair right here used to grow in this direction, and it was the weirdest thing. So I would just pluck it away, and if you notice, this eyebrow goes much closer this way than this one because of that. So now it's starting to grow back, and there's really like two hairs. Oops, I just messed that up. There's really like two hairs that have grown back, but at least they're facing the right direction, which is good. So I'm working on it. I'm kind of not really plucking my brows too much. I really want them to be as full as they can, and then if I get like super stray hair like down here or up here or something, I'll pluck them, but anything close to my brow I just leave, trying to get them as full as possible. I never really plucked them a ton, but I did pluck them a little, and now I'm just trying to do very, very minimal, even less than before. And I use the Silk Naturals brow cream. Sorry that my story is all over the place. Use it for a little bit. The blonde one. This was probably a few years ago. I would use it when I did like my videos, my YouTube videos, because that's kind of when I do the most makeup. And I figured it was one of those things for me that was you know, like a special part of the look. Like you don't always wear false eyelashes when you're just like going to the grocery store, but you know, for a special occasion, you can put on false lashes, or like when you're filming videos. So eyebrows was like that for me until really recently, when I first of all got darker colors that work better to try, and I figured out that this medium ash I really enjoyed. And then I also made my eyelashes really thick one day. Like I would just fill them in super quickly and very subtly. But then I tried to do this look where I fill them in really thick, and because the look I was doing, the person had thick eyebrows, the look that I was trying to achieve. And I really liked it. And I was like, wow, it makes such a difference. I never noticed what a huge difference your eyebrows make when it comes to your look, like your eye look and everything. And that's it, guys. Let me zoom out here. My hair, let's just take a minute and acknowledge that it is crazy and move on. So that I don't even know what to do with it. I really don't. Oh, it's so fluffy and froofy. Okay, sorry. One more time. Okay, I'm done. Let's just leave it alone. And I just, look at that. It just completes the whole look. And I absolutely love the look of done eyebrows now. And I will do them even if I'm doing a very minimal makeup look, even if I'm, you know, just throwing on like a sheer foundation and running out the door. I just feel like I feel complete now when my eyebrows are done. It's so strange because I used to never do them, but I just love the difference that it makes. And it's so easy to do. I know I was kind of taking my time as I was talking, you know, to you guys just now, but it really doesn't need to take that long. It's actually, it can be pretty quick. I think if I was just doing this in my bathroom, I would be a lot quicker than here chatting. Oh, I feel like I have hair on my face. Sorry, excuse me for a second. This is a very disorganized video. I apologize. So I guess that's it. I think that's, you know, I showed you guys what I wanted to show you. I wanted to mention this Look Naturals brow cream because it just works so well for me. I absolutely love it. I think a pencil would be quick and easy, theoretically, you know, than going with a brush because you have to keep dipping the brush in. I'm just so used to doing it this way. I feel like I have a lot of control. I still have like eyelash or something on my face. Oh, I do. I could feel this eyelash that was on my face. There it is. Problem solved. Fix my hair one more time. And if you know of any all natural, like good eyebrow pencils that come in a color like this is a great color. It's like a cool tone, ashy brown. I'll swatch this for you guys right now because I think it's a great, great color for me. I also feel like using a color that's not super identical to your hair color works really well, because you don't want your eyebrows to look super defined and unnatural. And this color is a little bit, there's a little bit more gray to it because it's an ashy color than, you know, my natural hair color is a little warmer. But shadows are naturally, you know, cooler toned, like shadows are gray. So when I fill in my brows, I'm creating like the shadow that the hairs cast on my skin, because this product gets applied to your skin. So now the little tiny gaps in between my individual brow hairs, instead of having, you know, this colored skin underneath, they have this, you know, grayish cast brown, which works well in terms of like looking like a shadow and like filling them in, but having it look natural. So I really like the color, really like the product. Like I was saying before about the pencils, if you want to recommend me an all natural eyebrow pencil, go ahead. I haven't really tried one since the Anastasia one. I'm not against trying one. Maybe it will be quicker theoretically. So if you know of one that's close to this color, go ahead and let me know. That might be something cool to try. I really haven't branched out when it comes to my eyebrow products in years. But this is a routine that I really enjoy, that works well for me, that I think looks natural. And I think it's a great way to kind of make your eye look pop, not just your eyes, but also like your eyeshadow, and just complete your whole look. I think it makes such a difference. So if you haven't tried doing your brows, I highly recommend it. Start out, you know, with a nice soft color, nothing too dark. Go lighter than your natural hair rather than darker, and go like ashier if you can, because if you go warmer, go cooler rather than warmer, because if you go warmer, it'll look less natural. Like if I went for, you know, a very warm brown, a bronzy brown, it would look very unnatural on me. So I'd rather go cooler because, again, the whole shadow effect. So those are my I guess, or that is my advice to you guys, and that is my routine. I hope it's helpful. If you are getting into doing your brows, and some, you know, all natural product recommendations for you as well. They also have a brow powder. I'm not the biggest fan of powders because fallout, and I don't know, I'm paranoid about putting a dark colored powder on my brows because I just think it's gonna like spread everywhere, which I know a lot of people love powders and it doesn't, but it's me, it's my like phobia of eyebrow powders. So anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.